Alright, so... Do you have a mic?
Nope.
No. Right.
Oh, I can turn the AC off though, that probably help.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so... I mean, we lost stuff on the way too. We were really unprofessional.
Well, I want to leave it in there so it's not just like a plain, like just couch and all. It's like I want to have some stuff on the
Right, but you know, we only got a lot of stuff on top.
Yeah, you're right. Alright guys, so what we're going to do is do a Q&A. This is Nick Wright of NWB. Love him, hate him, whatever you guys want to do. I know if you subscribe to my channel, you probably know who he is. If you don't, you guys subscribe to his channel. It'll be in the info box below. And I think what we're doing is either going to put this just on my channel or just on his. So there might be a part 1 and a part 2. So either way, look on both channels. Either way, the first part's gonna be on my channel. Both channels gonna have some good stuff involving collaborations. This is the main theme of this one. And if you watch mine and you support me, watch Nick's, because I'm gonna be in it too. Okay. So what I did is I posted up an Instagram picture, Insta_Bri. You should be following me. Did a Q&A, and when we're gonna hop right into it, guys.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Baby Beast. What have been some of the biggest obstacles, difficulties in your journeys, and how did you overcome them? You can go first, bro.
Well, it depends, I guess, what you're talking about as far as obstacles within journeys. I mean,
what's that in relation to like YouTube and fitness?
Alright. You're talking about the overall YouTube lifestyle, like building up your YouTube, trying to make a career out of it, I guess you could say. I mean, nothing really stands out to me. I mean, just the
biggest obstacle is not being a female and being able to wear makeup.
Yeah, I mean, that's the biggest thing. We don't have the bodies of females to get the sex appeal going on. Obviously, being natural in the industry is something that's always going to be a downside because most people aren't natural. And, I mean, no, nothing really. Oh, and obviously, not now, but in the past, competitively bodybuilding and doing the YouTube thing all together and traveling, getting more public following and whatnot was definitely hard on relationships before I kind of learned how to balance it and before I found a non-psycho girlfriend.
Yeah, there'll be girlfriends out there that they see regular couples who don't do the YouTube thing or crazy into the fitness, and they're like, this could be us, but you plan. that is what they say. It's the biggest obstacle for me. You know, I'm gonna do the next question. That was the next question. Which is more impressive, Nick's bench or Maxx's deadlift by Takeo Passion? If you
pronounce it French, it's Passion.
Well, I'm gonna instantly say that my deadlift is more impressive.
I'm going to also say that his deadlift is more impressive.
Would you say my deadlift pound for pound is stronger than your bench pound for pound?
That's hard because, like, literally, yes, a deadlift will always be stronger than a bench pound for pound, but that's why you have to compare it to the actual bench. Like, because you can deadlift 3 times your body weight, you're not going to bench press 3 times your body weight.
Says you.
I mean, unless you're, like, geared up in gear.
But you know what they say, at a powerlifting meet, the meet doesn't start until the weight hits the floor, you know what I'm saying?
I think his is more impressive. The only thing I think that's even impressive about my bench at all is simply the fact that bench was like a really, really hard weak lift for me to start building up when I began. It took me 2 years to hit 135. So the fact that I can do like 350-ish now is cool. At like 180 pounds, that's pretty cool, but...
180, 220, you know, right around that way.
Right in that neighborhood, it fluctuates depending if I have a bagel or not.
I love yoga pants. What do you both do for a living, and what did you study in school if you went? I'll start. People ask me all the time what I do for a living. I work at IT, okay? I never really get too much into my jobs because I had some... Basically, you know, if you're on the YouTube and you do, you know, you're out there on the internet, you gotta be careful what you say. And you can have your hobbies and stuff, but you want to make it separate. You don't want to have your work life into your, like, I don't know, your side hobby. Why am I not wearing my watch, man? You don't want to have your work life like right into your hobby, I think, because you don't want to get it intertwined, and you want to put as much effort into your work as you do into your hobby and your dreams and stuff. True. So that's what I did for a living. I studied business in school. I graduated with a bachelor's. I thought I'd get my master's, but nah.
But what do
you do for a living, Nick?
All right, on paper, I'm saying on paper because I think it just sounds really douchey to say this outside of that. On paper, I'm actually a CEO of a company, mine, and I'm employed by Full Screen Entertainment for YouTube. So I'm a YouTuber full-time, my own clothing line, and then sponsorships and whatnot. And that is my full-time income, and believe it or not, it's actually much better than I was doing while managing corporate stores, on top of commission and a salary and 401k, etc. back in the days of like GNC and stuff. And that was like starting at $40K a year. So that's what I do.
And boom.
It just sounds kind of funny to say I YouTube for a living, but
we all wish.
I NWB for a living.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey, LMAO.
NS Bodybuilding. Are you guys going to be at the next Arnold in Ohio?
Yes. I'll be there with Isatory.
And I'll be there representing Maxx Chewning of Maxx Chewning. I don't know, I really enjoyed the Arnold I went this year. I definitely not as like a spectator. I mean, I'm not trying to like make myself higher, but like walking around, I went to one booth. I went this year as a spectator. I waited in line at Cellucor, and I waited for like 2 hours to do the Splunko thing, and I got one sample of C4. Not worth it. So
I declined going because I had to go as a spectator for this past year.
I like going and meeting people, dude. I went to meet the people that I knew were going to be there. I went to meet the YouTubers and stuff. So
I think he'll be there with the company. Honestly, you're blowing up like crazy. I think you're gonna be with it. I'm putting money on it right now. I'm calling it right now. Nick Wright's calling it. I think you're gonna be with the company for this Arnold. I don't know if it's gonna be a big company, little company, but I think you'll be with somebody for this Arnold Classic.
I think like Michael Heron's gonna sponsor me, just because.
Probably BSN. He will.
D Kavanaugh 66. Over the next year, what are your guys' hopeful fitness and personal goals? What do you want to achieve by June 2015, a year from now?
Oof. See, I live in the moment. But the goal is just to constantly get bigger and bigger and bigger. I'd like to get the clothing line really established, break 200,000 subscribers if I can, and hopefully get involved in something TV-wise. That's the ultimate goal for me.
I mean, the goal obviously is always to promote yourself as much as possible. That's why I love the YouTube thing, because like I'm succeeding at just promoting myself and entertaining you guys. I was class clown on the superlative in 8th grade. Okay, I knew.
Me too.
Shut up. Boom. And I love entertaining people, and if I can do it while deadlifting a whole lot of weight, then that's what I'm gonna do. So a year from now is to keep being on YouTube and to keep growing and growing and growing, and just provide content for you guys, and to be at IIFYM video number 600 by then.
I'll hopefully be stronger too.
Why did you decide to start a YouTube channel, Danny Hassan 98?
Well, I began simply because I didn't plan to start it. I just uploaded it. At first I was uploading little update stuff on my sister's YouTube channel and just putting it on the body space and Misk, you aware? Really, back in the day I was. And but then like that was kind of bad because my sister had like Hannah Montana stuff on there and didn't really combine well. So I made my own channel just to really upload a couple of quick things when I was like 14 for body space in bodybuilding.com, but I gotta delete them all. Eventually what I ended up using it for was just uploading my competition footage as a young teen, and I forgot about it. I put it up there just for myself so I could go watch it later on in life. But then one day I checked back and it had like 500,000 views and like 450 subscribers already. And I was like, wow, I could interact and do something. And then it dawned on me, at that time, YouTube was still fairly newish. It had been around, but it hadn't caught its main stride yet. And so there had been nothing mainstream for natural bodybuilding or team bodybuilding. Shane Geezy, if you old school people remember him, he did something on bodybuilding.com. There was a series on bodybuilding.com, that was it. So I was like, let me do something for natural team bodybuilding and let me show it to the general public via YouTube. And I started YouTubing, decided I wanted to make money and like make a livelihood out of it. Went for the partnership, and the rest is kind of history.
I started mine because Nick basically told me to. Yeah. He basically was like, you have the personality and something unique, but by strength. He basically was just like, you'll make it, do it. So that's why I did it, and I love it. Best thing I've ever done. I love you for making me do it, man.
And then I got him sponsorships, some discount codes. I got him Quest hookup.
Yeah.
Now he's just kicking my ass on YouTube.
Here's Mike Mara is Nick aware your channel is better than his.
Yes.
It will never be. Nick will always be an OG. I'll still be the new guy. He's the Dr. Dre. I'm the Eminem. You know what I'm saying? People respect him, and he's gonna sell NWB to Apple in a couple of years for $2 billion. Okay, but I'll still be Slim Shady. Yeah, you know. Someone asked who would win in a arm wrestling match. So let's just arm wrestle right here.
I suck at arm wrestling. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
He steals ideas.
I do steal ideas.
Boo! Derp.